Hello friends, this is Ali welcoming you to basic training on Microsoft Excel, and this one is part 5 of our basic training friends. During first 4 episode, let us just briefly revisit them. What are the aspects, what are the basic training that we had given you during our first 4 editorials, first 4 part on Microsoft Excel friends. We had a detailed look on 5 basic formulas, which is how to do addition, subtraction, multiplication, percentage and division. And we had made a small report as well, and we had used a combination of all these formulas during preparation of the reports. And we had also seen how to enter the percentage, how to get the percentages as well. And apart from that, my friend, we had done some basic formatting as to how to format the cells, how to highlight the cells, how to color the cells, how to color the font size, how to format the font size. We had very briefly, we had trained you on basic formatting as well. So it was very basic, my friends. We had learned some 5 basic keyboard formula, and we had also given you a brief training on how to use sum function. And apart from that, these 5 basic keys: addition, multiplication, subtraction, division and percentage, and some formatting was done as well. So let us proceed further friends. Today I've just made a small report here, which is basically contains salary for some employee in a company. And today the function what we are going, the formula what we are going to look into is if function. It is very important function, and I won't say this is a basic function. We have left the basic behind, and we have entered into I would not say advanced stage of formula, yeah, but we have left the basics behind. So we will look into the if function today, which is a bit more complicated than what we have seen before. But before doing that, let us just make a small report here so that you revisit what was trained before you revise the basic formula what we had already seen before in our initial 4 parts of this video. So yeah, let us just conclude this report very fast and very in a very simple way. This is the basic salary. Let us see what transport allowance are, any random percentage. Let us say the employees are getting 10 percentage of their basic as their transport allowance. Why I am making you do this is, why I am doing this again is to just ensure that you have not forgotten the percentages formula or some formula. So let us see how to get the 10 percentage of basic salary. As I've said, rule 1 before applying any formula is to enter the equal to sign, select the cell. This is the cell of which you want to get the result, that is 10%. You have selected the cell into 10 percentage. You have entered 10 percentage. How do you enter percentage? You press the shift key along with the percentage key if you are using laptop, which is 5. So this is how you do it. Let us do it again. First you press the equal to sign. You need to have 10% of the salary as transport allowance. This is the salary cell into, you have entered the value 10 and you have entered the percentage key. And once you have concluded the formula or final rule, to conclude the formula you need to press the enter key to get the result. This is how you do it. So this is 10% of basic salary is 800, that is your transport allowance. You can drag the result to the corresponding cells and you will get the results. You will get the transport allowance for all the employee, or you can copy and paste it as well. Similarly for food allowance friends, again let us say the company is giving 5% of salary as food allowance. Again we will do the same thing, equal to salary into 5, because the allowance percentage is 5. You press the percentage key on your keyboard and then you enter it. So this is food allowance, which is 5% of the total basic salary. You can copy the cell and paste it to get the results for all the employee. So we have got the result for all the employee here. So we have revisited percentage formula again. I hope that it is very clear here. Now let us revisit the sum formula as well. Let us get the total salary for the company is paying to all the employee. Let us click here to get the total salary. You can either go to home and then select the auto sum option and select the range to get the total salary. And finally, once you have selected the range, press the enter key. This is how you get the total, which is 20,000. Or else I would rather prefer to do it manually, because that makes you more professional. How do you do that manually? First you need to delete it, press the equal to sign, that is rule 1. Sum, you need to key in sum, the word sum, open bracket, select the range and close the bracket. That concludes the formula, and press the enter key to get the result. Let us do that again. First equal to, enter the key sum, open bracket, select the range and close the bracket, concluded, press the enter key. This is how you do it manually, my friend. This is how you do it professionally without using any tab. This is how a programmer does. So once you have done that, you can copy and paste it to the corresponding cell, or you can just drag it to get the value here. So you have seen how you do the percentages and how you do the sum function again, and by now I am sure that it might be pretty clear to you as to how to use the sum function and how to use the percentage function. Now coming back to the if function, which is the core of our training today, how to use the if function. Friend, let us say that the company has set a condition that if the salary of an employee is less than 5,000, they will be getting 10% of the salary as commission. That is, if any employee is receiving, let's say, less than 5,000 of a salary, he will get 10% as commission. For example, this employee is receiving 8,000, so his commission should be 0. This employee is receiving 4,000, so his commission should be 10%. It is less than 5,000 of the salary, so it should be 400. So let us see how can we get these results by applying if function. It's very important that just watch it very carefully, friends. First one, the only one couple of conditions here. We will put the condition if the salary is less than 5,000, it will get 10% of this cell, which is basic salary. If this cell is greater than 5,000, the result here will be 0. If this cell is less than 5,000, the result here will be 10% of this cell. Yeah, so let us proceed, my friend. Rule 1 is to enter the equal to sign, and then we will put the condition, which is if. Since it is a conditional formula, once you have key in the word if, you need to open the bracket and then you need to put the condition. What is your condition? If the salary is greater than 5,000, he will get no commission. If this cell, you select the cell, if this cell is greater, you have entered the greater than sign, you need to enter the greater than sign, which is this. If C4, this is the C4 which contains the salary of employee A. If C4 is greater than 5,000, now you have completed your first condition. That is, you have said to Excel that if the salary is, if C4 is greater than 5,000. Now since the condition is completed, you need to put a comma. It is mandatory to put a comma. And now you will type in, now you will enter your result. If the salary is greater than 5,000, it will be 0, because the company has said if the salary is greater than 5,000, the value should be 0. So you key in the word 0, the result is 0, and then once the result is completed, again enter the comma. So basically what you have done, friend, is you have said that if the salary is greater than 5,000, you have closed the condition by putting a comma, and you have entered the result, and once the result is entered, you have again closed by putting a comma. So the condition 1 is done. You have said that if the salary, which is C4, is greater than 5,000, you are going to get 0 commission. And then you need to put the second result. If the salary is less than 5,000, you don't have to enter the condition again, because there are only 2 conditions. You only need to enter the result. What is the result? It is going to be this into 10%. This is the result. And again, once you have completed the formula, since you have opened the formula with the bracket, with the comma, open bracket, now you need to put a close bracket. You have closed the bracket. Since you have closed the bracket, the formula is concluded. Let us study this formula again. You're basically saying if C4, which is this cell, if C4 is greater than 5,000, the commission is going to be 0. You have put the comma after completing the condition 1, and you have said that the commission is going to be 0. Or else the result will be C4 into 10%, because you are saying If the salary is greater than 5,000, it is 0, no commission, or else it will be C4 into 10%. Now once the formula is completed, let us do enter the key. Yeah, which means his salary is 8,000, he has got 0 commission. Let us say if his salary is 3,000, once you enter key, it will be 300. If his salary is 4,800, it should be the result 480. So you can drag it to all the cell and you will get the result. See, for example, if you have entered the salary for D, let us say 15,000, his commission here should change automatically to 0. It has changed to 0. Right? So I hope it is pretty simple. I hope you have understood it, friend, and I hope that it is very clear. If you want, we'll do it again. Let us do it again. Again, we have entered the equal to sign. If we have opened the bracket to put the condition, if this salary of A, if A is greater than 5,000, if the salary is greater than 5,000, condition has been done, comma, we will enter the result, which is 0. Result has been entered as 0. Again we will close by putting a comma. Now condition 1 and result 1 is done. And now if it is not greater than 5,000, what will be the result? It will be this. Again we have selected C4 into 10 percentage. Now we will close it because we had opened it by a bracket. We have to close it by a bracket, and we do the enter key again. Similarly, you can copy it and paste it to the rest of the cell. So this is how you get it. Now let us just complete our report. Let us put the sum function here to get the total salary, total packages, sum, open bracket, select the range, close bracket. You have got the total here, and we have pasted it to all the cells. So this is how you do the if function. It is very important function. This was very basic. If with only one condition, then there will be if with 2, 3 or 4 condition or more. But since it is a basic training, I have just given you one condition and you have applied it successfully here, and you have got the results as well. So I hope, friends, it is very clear. If it is not clear, please do comment, please do share. I will respond to you, and please do like the video, please do share the video, and please do subscribe the video. And in my coming videos we will look at some more complex formulas again, and hope you have enjoyed it, hope you have understood it. Thanks for watching, your friend, and I'll see you again in another episode. Thank you all again.